I mean, it's very thankful. There's a tremendous amount of people that were going for it, and I mean, it's very grateful for my staff and everything, not just me. I mean, I had a vision and it came to fruition, but without the help of them and the members, I mean, that's huge. Well, the vision, I mean, when I came in, I had no idea what to expect. Kind of knew what worked for me at other clubs and what didn't, but it's just different clientele, it's different everything. So, I mean, I guess the vision was to see what was at the show, the PGA show, for one, see what the members were wearing and make an educated decision that way. Half the battle too was just trying something out and throwing it up on the wall, see what stuck. If it stuck, it didn't sell. So when you find out what's gone, you know what's going to sell there too. Yeah, I mean, I showed them what I had to offer by asking questions. You know, I mean, going outside, talking to people, saying, oh, where'd you get that? Do you like this? Do you like this brand? What do you think we're missing here? What would you like to see in the shop? And that was, for me, seeing what they wore, seeing just the interaction with them day to day, helped me get a better understanding on what could work here and what really did. And I mean, it's a guessing game, but you know from seeing other places and what they have, what works and what doesn't. Might not necessarily work at your facility, but I think if you present it right and you show them that you care about it, it's relationships. It's all relationships when it comes to that. So I involve my staff in my merchandising by having them order with me, whether it's meeting with all our great reps in the section, putting together a buying plan with me, writing up orders with me. And then once I think they're comfortable with it, I'll say, give it a try. Tell me what you think. This is the amount of money you had to spend. You know what works here, you know what doesn't. And just letting them take it. And then with me being there to monitor them just to make sure if they have any questions. But you got to get your hands dirty and you got to try somewhere. I mean, I think for a young PGA professional coming in that wants to get into merchandising I started when I was an assistant and I was folding shirts, looking at stuff. I mean, I'm a clothes guy. I love clothes. So it was, I mean, I remember just like it was yesterday down at Bitterman. Anthony said, you're in charge of the shop. I'm going to show you a little bit, but you're going to take off with it. And from there, I just loved it. And I'm the guy that was the assistant, just straightening up the shop, wasn't behind the counter saying, okay, I'm going to rearrange this. I remember, like it was yesterday, it was my first or second day at Pelican Bay down in Naples. And we had a merchandiser at the time. And I came into work. Jim DeMalley was there at the time. And he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, you just flipped the golf shop in almost a day and drove a golf cart right in the middle of the golf shop and merchandised off the golf cart. It was awesome. That's how you're going to learn. You're going to learn by knowing what works and knowing what doesn't, but if you don't try, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's a good question about the displays in the shop. I mean, I think I don't really use from a different place. I probably put it up 3 or 4 times, take it down 3 or 4 times.
Can you get that question into your beginning of your answer?
Mm-hmm.
Display, about displays.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Yeah, so in order to display in, my philosophy is I mean, to be honest with you, I probably take something, put it up on the wall 3 or 4 times, and then I'll step back and look at it and don't like it, take it down, rearrange it. Every shop's different. So we're dealing with tiny ceilings where I have the merchandise. So I'm just rearranging it, getting as creative as you possibly can so it jumps out and it catches the members' eyes. That's the biggest thing. I think I've become so successful with the hard goods is because, for one, members need to see it and try it and hit it. And if you can go out and take it, if you need a fit for a driver, I'm going to say, come on out. Let's go out for a half hour, 45 minutes. I'll take the TrackMan out. And you know what? If it doesn't perform better than your driver, I'm going to tell you to keep your driver. You don't need it. But if someone's looking for a little tweak, we can get you a little tweak with a shaft or something. But at the same time, if I tell you that, listen, for 5 yards, you don't need something, they're going to say, really? You just try to sell me a driver. I'm like, you don't need it. Buy something else or wait. And I think that goes a long way from the members hearing that just right out of you, come right out of you. But my staff's always out there fitting as well. Steve Saraki, Director of Instruction, he's unbelievable when it comes to fitting members and done a fantastic job. And really appreciate him for it. You always have to have, first and foremost, the member in mind. That's how you're developing relationships every day. When they see that and they get comfortable with you, they're going to buy something. I mean, I remember my first day here. It was like, who's the new guy? I'm like, I'm Jason, nice to meet you. They're like, well, where's Billy? I'm like, Billy retired and I'm the new. And it probably took a couple months to warm up, but once they came to the door and I just joked with them, anything like that, made them feel comfortable, that's when everything starts to fall into place. And they just feel comfortable with you, they're going to spend money. There's a lot of people I'd like to thank, and hopefully I don't forget a lot of them. But first and foremost, my wife, Sarah. She's been unbelievable, stood by my side through thick and thin, long hours, helped merchandise, and I'd like to thank all of my previous bosses down at Bitterman, Anthony, Joe Gillibo at Wilmington Country Club, Jim DeMalley, Pelican Bay, Hugh Mathis, Tavistock, Pat Buckus, Tavistock. Probably forgetting a couple guys. I'm sure I am, so I'm sorry. But now they've set me up in the business to be a good golf professional and gave me the tools that I need to succeed. And without them, I wouldn't be here, that's for sure. Thank you to all our reps who do an amazing job year in and year out, and they'll do anything for you that they can, that's for sure. Definitely want to thank my staff. It's been a home run. I mean, without them, I would not have received this award, that is for sure. So kudos to all of them, Steve, formerly Wade Sander, Gary Mackay, Alex Forte, Brett Fernandez. I mean, it's a home run. They're the ones that should be up here with me, and I really appreciate it. But one more thing, just want to thank the members for letting my vision work and just letting it come to fruition again. And it's been a real treat being here. She's been great. She doesn't come in a whole lot, but it was funny. This year, we got a dog it might have been this year, I can't remember. Days are flying by, but she actually got golf shirts for the dog and different color ones, and had him taking pictures with the merchandise, and she's been very supportive. She helps pick out clothes. She went to the show with me, which was fantastic, and it's nice to just be able to spend time with her, even if it's at work that way.